Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another episode of Universe Mode. I'm your host, and it's time for SmackDown. The $100,000 bounty is still on the head of Dean Ambrose, but we're kicking it off with a little tag team action. We got Tyler Breeze and the #1 contender for United States Championship, Dolph Ziggler, on opposite teams, and Sami Zayn and Cesaro, who will also team up, or who will also face each other at Payback, are on opposite sides of the ring tonight. So it's Tyler Breeze and Cesaro versus Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler in the opening match of SmackDown here tonight. Dean Ambrose will also be in action tonight, and there could be the possible appearance of the #1 contender Roman Reigns. There's a tag in Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler going at it. Breeze and Ziggler to face off for the United States Championship at Payback. Ziggler won an over-the-top battle royal to gain that opportunity. There's a punch to the midsection from Cesaro, and there's a big boot from the Swiss Superman, who's looking to end his rivalry with Sami Zayn once and for all. Tag to the United States Champion Tyler Breeze, who's been on a roll since Extreme Rules, and now he's just taking it to the challenger for his championship. There's a rolling forearm, nice maneuver there by Tyler Breeze, Prince Pretty. As I was saying before, on a roll since coming to the main roster here, winning the United States Championship at Extreme Rules. He did not get that $100,000 on the head bounty on the head of Dean Ambrose, but Dean Ambrose has survived all comers. But there's said to be another competitor here tonight, and Paul Heyman says he is a surprise for Dean Ambrose. There's a beautiful Hurricane Rana from Tyler Breeze, who's really taking it to the challenger, Dolph Ziggler. He's saying that Dolph Ziggler has never had it. He's never been good enough. Those World Championship runs were a fluke. Tyler Breeze still taking it to Dolph Ziggler in the early going. There's a reversal from Ziggler, and Ziggler nails a clothesline, knocking down the champion. Dolph Ziggler's got a lot to prove. 2016 might be the year of Tyler Breeze, and Dolph Ziggler doesn't want to get lost in the shuffle. There's an X-Factor facebuster from Dolph Ziggler, who's continuing to lay down the punishment on Tyler Breeze. There's a right hand, forearm to the face, and the champion is rocked in the early going. There's a boot to Cesaro, but Tyler Breeze uses the boot to capitalize, and there's a scoop slam. Scoop slam by the United States Champion, who was defeated last week on Raw by Dean Ambrose, the WWE Champion. Dean Ambrose will be defending that WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns inside a 15-foot high steel cage at WWE's Payback. You can't miss that one. There's a tag to Cesaro. Cesaro stalking Dolph Ziggler here. Ziggler reverses, showing a lot of heart and bravery in the early going of this one. Dolph Ziggler now scoops up Cesaro, and there's a vertical suplex. And Sami Zayn is just itching to get into this one. And Dolph Ziggler makes the tag to Sami Zayn. What a 2016 it's been for Sami Zayn, defeating Chris Jericho to show that he belongs on the main roster here in the WWE. Now he looks to finish his rivalry with Cesaro at Payback. Those two could steal the show. They've had wars in NXT, with more times than not Cesaro coming out on top. If Zayn truly wants to belong, he says, he has to beat Cesaro clean in the middle of the ring. We'll see if he can do it at Payback. But right now, Cesaro is taking it to the ultimate underdog, and there's a clothesline. Huge clothesline from Cesaro, who drags Zayn to his feet. These two are no strangers to each other. As I've said, they've met many times down in NXT. They've met many times on the independent scenes before signing for the WWE. Cesaro got here before Sami Zayn, and maybe that itches away at Sami Zayn. Maybe Sami Zayn's not happy. There's a huge elbow from Cesaro, though. He might have just laid out Sami Zayn. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, Sami Zayn kicks out. Sami Zayn kicks out. Cesaro tried to put him away with the European uppercut, that huge uppercut. But Sami's still in this one thus far. And now Cesaro makes the tag to Tyler Breeze. And Tyler is just taking apart Sami Zayn now. Drags him to his feet. The United States Champion misses the right hand. There's a left from Sami. Breeze counters. Oh, there's the supermodel kick. There's the supermodel kick to Zayn, and Zayn is laid out. There's a tag to Cesaro. And now Tyler Breeze going to the floor. Cesaro and Sami Zayn going out in middle of the ring. Oh, there's a boot to the face from Dolph Ziggler. He saw Tyler Breeze coming. But Breeze now, he's in there with Breeze. Snap suplex on the floor from Dolph Ziggler. We got the King of Swing, showing why he's the King of Swing in the ring. Cesaro, he's got the leg. 1. Oh, Sami Zayn powers out. And what's Tyler Breeze doing? Oh my god, Tyler Breeze has Dolph Ziggler right where he wants him. Oh, we've seen this before. Oh my god, a boot to the side of the head. Dolph Ziggler was laid out again by Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze, there's a blue thunderbomb from Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's not giving anything away. Dolph Ziggler might be killed by Tyler Breeze. He just smashed his head right off that ring post with that boot. And now Cesaro's got that crossface. The crossface that put away the Big Show last week. And Cesaro makes Sami Zayn tap out. But the real story here is Tyler Breeze has once again used that kick and that ring post to injure another superstar. The doctors are already tending to Dolph Ziggler, and this is not looking good for his United States Championship match at Payback. What a despicable act by Tyler Breeze, but I guess he wants to do anything to keep this gold. I don't admire what he did, but I can respect it. Tyler Breeze and Cesaro, the United States Champion, and Cesaro pick up the victory. Up next, we've got some tag team action. We've got the Lucha Dragons taking on the Ascension. These two met down in NXT for the tag team championships, with the Lucha Dragons emerging victorious. Will Nyland strike twice tonight? There's a kick to the midsection from Kalisto, the younger of the two Lucha Dragons. There's a beautiful Hurricane Rana. And now Victor is feeling the effects of wrestling. Kalisto, one of the fastest rising stars here in the WWE. He may not have his United States Championship, but he's definitely one for the future. Big drop kick there from Kalisto. The Lucha Dragons would love to get back into the tag team scene, which is seemingly dominated by the likes of the New Day, the Usos, and our 10-time tag team champs, the Dudley Boys. And now Victor, Irish whip to Kalisto. Kalisto with the jawbreaker, counters Victor. And now Kalisto, snap suplex. Snap suplex takes down Victor. And Connor's itching for a tag, but Kalisto makes the tag to Sin Cara, a mainstay of the WWE since 2011. Look at this, springboard elbow. Finds the mark on Victor. Victor really needs to get something going here, or this isn't going to last too much longer. Victor now, he's at the mercy of Sin Cara. Sin Cara now, what's he thinking here? It's going to be a vertical suplex. Planning Victor. Speaking of the tag team division, the Dudley Boys are running rampant as the WWE Tag Team Champions. They'll face the Golden Truth, Goldust and R-Truth, at Payback in what promises to be a great match. Goldust and R-Truth were taken lightly by the Dudley Boys, and the Dudley Boys ended up paying for it, as Goldust and R-Truth, the Golden Truth, have proved themselves as a formidable tag team, and they'll have their shot at the tag team titles. Also to come, we'll have the Vaudevillains versus the New Day. The Vaudevillains made their name on the main roster by taking out the Usos. Now they're trying to take out the New Day, but Big E has returned to action, and he will be in that tag team match, as will Xavier Woods, who was spiked with a pile driver by none other than Devon Dudley to win those tag team championships. And now Sin Cara with the 5-star frog splash springboard version from the middle rope. What a move by Sin Cara. And Victor's in no man's land. He really needs to make a tag here. Kalisto now, oh, there's an elbow. Kalisto, kick to the midsection. Kalisto with the snap suplex. And now what's Kalisto thinking? He's got Victor right where he wants him. He makes the tag to Sin Cara. Great tag team strategy shown here by the Lucha Dragons. They're just isolating Victor, and Victor's never really got anything going. And now Sin Cara, he's got Victor right where he wants him. We've seen this plenty of times for the Lucha Dragons. They're innovative, high-flying offense, and I think we're going to see something big here. Sin Cara rolls him up into a powerbomb, and there Kalisto with that clothesline from the top. And Connor shakes his head in shame. Problems in the Ascension, but Kalisto hooks the leg. And we have your winners, the Lucha Dragons, on fire here on SmackDown. Still to come though, Dean Ambrose, $100,000 bounty. Is anyone going to be able to cash in before WWE's Payback? We'll find out after the break. Still to come, Dean Ambrose and the bounty, and many, many more matches. The Lucha Dragons celebrating in the middle of the ring. A huge victory over the Ascension. This could mean title contention. Of course, they would both love this. Up next, welcome, we're back. We've got Sheamus taking on the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. AJ Styles had his shot at Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship, and he came up short at Extreme Rules in what could be a match of the year contender. But Styles gets his rematch at Payback. Once and for all, we're going to find out who the better man is. Will it be Kevin Owens, or will it be AJ Styles? AJ Styles in there with Sheamus, and the referee asking for a clean break, and surprisingly we get one on the part of Sheamus, who's just going to look to ground the high-flying AJ Styles. There's a chop. Oh, and there's a punch to the face from AJ Styles. Of course, Sheamus will be in action at WWE's Payback as well. He'll be taking on former best friend and League of Nations member Alberto Del Rio, as Alberto Del Rio tries to knock down all members of the League of Nations. He took out Rusev, he took out Barrett, and now only Sheamus remains. Irish whip by the Celtic Warrior on the phenomenal one, but Styles had it scouted, and there's a single arm DDT taking down the bigger man. Sheamus, a former WWE Champion. AJ Styles yet to taste gold here in the WWE. How he would love to shut up Kevin Owens and capture that Intercontinental Championship. There's a knee lift, and Styles is seeing stars in the early going of this one. But there's an enziguri from the phenomenal one, just flooring Sheamus. Hooks the leg. Could we have it? No. Sheamus kicks out. Too early in the match for this one. As I was saying, AJ Styles yet to taste gold in the WWE, but he's tasted gold everywhere else he's went. He's a former NWA champion. He's a former IWGP champion, former Ring of Honor champion. You name it, AJ Styles has won it. There's a back suplex and a cover rope break there. Styles showing great ring awareness, and there's a right hand. And there's a second enziguri right to the temple. Sheamus could be seeing stars in the early going of this one. And now Styles just wrenching away at the arm. He's going to have to keep the big man grounded. Styles, oh, nothing fancy here. He's just hammering away on the Celtic Warrior. Fist to the face. And now Sheamus dragged to his feet by the phenomenal one. Styles picks him up. Looks like he was going for some sort of scoop slam, but there's a neckbreaker counter by the former WWE Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And now he's got Styles. Irish whip, Styles to the apron. And now, I think it's time for the 10 beats of the Boweron. Can you hear that? The sound of it. He's just beating AJ Styles chest red. He's going to look like a tomato by the end of this one. And Styles flops to the floor after suffering a beatdown at the hands of the Celtic Warrior. Sheamus now, good strategy, taking down AJ Styles, keeping on him, not even allowing him to breathe. And there's nothing fancy about that boot to the face. And speaking about boots to the face, Sheamus will obviously be looking to utilize that bro kick to take off the head of AJ Styles. If he hits it, he could be putting away the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. Styles with the reversal though. All Sheamus from the second rope. Sunset flip. There's a move you don't see every day from Sheamus, but it doesn't get the job done. AJ Styles is too strong for this one at the moment. Styles now, he's got Sheamus. Oh my god, an elevated brainbuster. He just slammed Sheamus right into the ground. Styles hooks the leg, but Sheamus powers out. Great resiliency shown by Sheamus there, and now Styles is in a bit of disbelief. He's gonna have to get himself going though. There's a kick to the leg, flooring Sheamus. The Celtic Warrior's in all sorts of trouble. There's a counter though. Sheamus allowed to breathe. He's been given room. Perhaps a move out of desperation. Oh, look at this. It could be time for a little white noise. It is. White noise. Center of the ring. This could be all. Sheamus hooks the leg, but Styles powers out. And now Sheamus is the one in a state of disbelief. Styles powered out of the white noise, and Sheamus is in shock. There's an Irish whip. Styles again put to the apron. Sheamus. Oh, Sheamus going for that 10 beats of the Boweron, and he finds it again, hammering away at AJ Styles. Again, repeatedly, blow after blow, and it's got to be taking its toll on the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship. And now Sheamus, that's not going to win him the match, pal. You can taunt all you want, but it's not going to win you the match. You're going to have to put away the phenomenal one AJ Styles, and that's easier said than done. Styles blocks the right hand of Sheamus though, and Styles, what's Styles thinking here? Phenomenal forearm. Oh, Sheamus moves out of the way. Styles crashed and burned. Styles crashed and burned off that one. There's a vertical suplex by Sheamus, and now Sheamus could be setting up for Bro Kick. Is he set? No. He's decided to punish AJ Styles, just slamming his head right into the mat. Sheamus, he must be seeing Alberto Del Rio when he sees AJ Styles, because he's showing a vicious mean streak. But Styles, kick to the midsection. It could be. There it is. The Styles Clash. The Styles Clash. And I don't think Sheamus is going to get up from that one. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles picks up the victory over Sheamus by using the Styles Clash. And could that be the fate of the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens? Only time will tell. WWE's Payback this Sunday. You cannot miss it. It's gonna be a phenomenal show. You'll have to excuse me for the pun. I'm really sorry about that. I will try to do better in the future. But Styles now celebrating his victory over Sheamus in the middle of the ring. And he could be our next Intercontinental Champion. We've got women's action up now, and we've got the women's champion Sasha Banks. Just 3 days before she defends her championship against her friend / enemy Becky Lynch. She's taking on Cameron, and I don't like Cameron's chances in this one at all. I've got to be honest with you. Cameron hasn't been featured much here. She's just back from injury, while Sasha Banks is probably at the peak of her powers, at the top of her game, and she's just beating the ever-living hell out of Cameron. But there's a counter from Cameron, elevating Sasha Banks over the top rope, and now Cameron is taunting. I don't know if that's such a good idea. She needs to keep it up on the boss, because the boss is going to beat you into oblivion. And now Sasha Banks neckbreaker on the floor. On the floor, the boss. My God. Neckbreaker right on the floor. And I think Cameron is seeing stars now. Oh, there's an elbow to the face. The boss showing a lot of tenacity and a lot of ferocity in the early going of this match. Clearly she's trying to send a message to Becky Lynch. There's a slap to the back of the head. And now Sasha Banks scooping a slam, planting Cameron in the center of the ring. This has been all Sasha Banks. Irish whip by the champion. And there's a calf kick to the face, and the boss showing why she is the women's champion and why she's taking on all comers, is just dismantling Cameron before our very eyes. This seems like a mugging more than a match. And now a hair pull to the mat, and Cameron, I mean, you could probably stick a fork in this one. I think this one is done. But Sasha Banks continuing the punishment. There's a forearm to the face. There's the backstabber. That's usually the prelude to the Banks statement. If Sasha locks this in, which she does, Cameron's got nowhere to go, and I'm telling you that this could be the fate of Becky Lynch, because Cameron has no choice but to top out. The Banks statement, possibly the most deadly submission in the women's division today, and Sasha Banks picks up another huge victory on her way to Payback. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the women's championship at Payback. You don't want to miss it. So stick around, watch another episode, like, comment, subscribe, do what you want, just keep coming back for more, and I will keep providing the goods. Wow, I sound like a sugar daddy there, don't I? That sounds horrible. Don't do what I just said. That sounds awful. And now it's time for the main event. Wait a minute. That's the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Is this what Paul Heyman was talking about? The $100,000 bounty is still on the head of Dean Ambrose, and he just got clothesline jumped by this animal, this monster, Baron Corbin from NXT. He's just picking apart our champion. Dean Ambrose never saw it coming. Baron Corbin now tosses him into the ring. Dean Ambrose, he's to his feet, but for how much longer? There's a headbutt, and now we cut to the fans, and now Ambrose, he's taking his jacket off, and he's trying to fight back against Baron Corbin. But the WWE Champion is all banged up from all these other matches, from all these other bounty hunters. And now Corbin from NXT is just picking apart our WWE Champion just days before He faces Roman Reigns inside a 15-foot high steel cage. This is brilliant strategy from Paul Heyman. You know he has a hand in this. Baron Corbin, the rookie monster from NXT, is just ripping apart Dean Ambrose before our very eyes. Just days before his championship match with Roman Reigns at Payback. And look at this now, snap suplex, but Dean Ambrose, he hasn't a damn clue where he is. He was jumped from behind by Corbin, and Corbin's just picking apart our champion. There's a kick to the spine. Just look at how big this guy is. This is unbelievable. Baron Corbin ripped apart everyone in NXT. He was one of the most feared superstars in NXT, and now he's on the main roster, and it seems like he could be a product of Paul Heyman's new dynasty that he's building with Roman Reigns, and that could be one hell of a stable. And now, look at this. Baron Corbin, a Falcon's Arrow-like suplex, plants Dean Ambrose to the mat, and Dean Ambrose isn't moving. And this is not good for our World Heavyweight Champion. He was blindsided by the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, and I think Baron Corbin is about to collect his payoff, because there's the end of days. Center of the ring, Baron Corbin, and just like that, our World Heavyweight Champion has lost to the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin to pick up the $100,000 bounty. He's done his job. He's taken out Dean Ambrose. Will Dean Ambrose be ready for Roman Reigns at Payback? I guess we'll have to see.